Good morning, everyone. Let me introduce myself to represent my friend. My name is Ferry Firmansyah with two other people, Kevin Arnada Imron and Alivia Nava. Here we will explain man between freedom and responsibility.
The meaning of freedom. Freedom, like absurdity, is a gift of human existence. Exercising freedom is a deliberate choice and represents an existential ethical response to absurdity, an act of rebellion in the midst of absurd circumstances. The characters in the plague novel When the Plague Hits are given the freedom to choose one of two choices. The first choice, the character can choose to help people who are infected with the deadly plague, or the second choice, the character can choose to fight the plague directly. According to Camus, the best way to fight the plague is solidarity. Through choices in the condition of the plague, the main characters can find or create meaning for life. Man is given the freedom to choose under what condition he deserves to be involved and what action he should take in such condition. In previous historical moments, meaning come through involvement in meta-narrative where one only need to look at the large culture to interpret meaning in life. Freedom does not always lead to positive things. Sometimes, freedom can also be a disaster for those who cannot control it. Rebellion is a form of freedom. In the narrative text of the novel, The Just a Season, where the rebels plan to kill the Grand Duke as a form of revolution and the plan works. Aliev was part of the rebel assigned and success to kill the Grand Duke, but after the murder Kaliev, who was originally a prisoner of war with the statement, freedom can become a prison, now feel guilty and thinks that he is a murderer who does not deserve mercy, so he prefers to be prepared for execution.
The meaning of responsibility. As a metaphor, responsibility serves as a powerful reminder of one's obligation to another human being in the midst of absurdity. The development of recognition of absurdity, response to absurdity, and consequences of taking action amidst absurdity serve an extension vocation, which is a form of human responsibility towards others. The plague presents a example of a human being who felt responsible for himself for acting in the impossibility, although their action can benefit many people. Unfortunately, there is no evidence that they feel a duty towards humanity. Their only obligation is to themselves. The Just Assassins provides a glimpse into a responsibility Camus will later on explore in the first man. The center character is aware that their action will benefit others, but the drama concludes in the general sense that one's duty is to oneself, and that others benefit only as byproduct of personal and individualistic rebellion. This lack of responsibility toward others is consistent with the main character Camus in the novel A Happy Death, and represents the modernistic reliance on self which has been used to characterize Camus' work and connect it to broader existential problems. Camus understands that the call to responsibility is a form of recognition for people who are suffering or who are marginalized people. Camus in the fall novel is only concerned with the disclosure of inviting other people into new dialogues without being interested in being responsible for new understanding that will emerge. Different from the teacher character in the novel First Man, the teacher who teaches Jacques prefers to be responsible for Jacques' education so that Jacques can excel in academics. Until the time when Jacques had succeeded, he was committed and responsible to always maintain a good relationship with his teacher.
Navigating opposing agendas in Age of Absurdity. Albert Camus continued to develop in his moment. He experienced the impact of taking action in the face of absurd circumstances. Many French people speak of the damage caused by the German occupation during the Second World War. Apart from Camus, Paul Sartre, Camus' old friend who had power and member of the underground community of the French resistance, were drawn to post-World War II French politics. Although their relations were tenuous, they were united again by the general aim of the resistance movement. The conflict between Camus and Sartre provided a 20th century case study of what narrative fragmentation and contention look like and the potential for taking action on the face of absurdity. Camus and Sartre united during the war. After the war ended, their friendship developed. Not having the same background for conversation, the relationship between the two men will end. They also cannot live intellectually with each other because of the difference between the two. It therefore serves as a caricature of the difficulty of the engagement author in times of homelessness, where the ground beneath one's feet appears unsafe. Absurdity and rebellion cannot provide a common center because the common center of the public space 117 offers a temporal ground and the absurdity demonstrates this lack. Therefore, this relational collapse in many ways unexpected. Two men do not have same background, no common center that can ground them in their conflict. So, the event of the 20th century represents that fall is an existential reality in an age of absurdity. Camus exchange and Sartre communicative implication when it becomes a background conversation, it is no longer in its place. Both Camus and Sartre responded to a sense of existential homelessness with constant rebellion amidst absurdities. Such a context makes kinship difficult. Both are engaged in similar work, taking different approaches. Recognizing the absurd and responding through rebellion is communicative to the foreground of action, whereas existential homelessness is the consistent background that drives Camus' work during this pivotal moment in his life. Conclusion: humans are indeed given the freedom to how they will act and behave, but the freedom that humans have must also be accompanied by appropriate and commensurate responsibilities. Every freedom that is carried out either individually or in groups has its own consequence for each action that is carried out. The level of consequence obtained is not always bad or good. Depends on how we behave. Good and right freedom is freedom, accompanied by accountability. As Caliph who killed the Grand Duke remains responsible by preferring to be punished by death rather than forgiven. Thank you.